It's a really good track.
Like one of the best flowing tracks in the world.
Really. It looks like quite a smoothish surface.
Super smooth.
Well, they resurfaced it like 4 years ago, I think it was.
Right.
Because it used to have like 3.5 seconds of deg over a stint here.
Yeah.
It's a really good track.
It just feels like it's got a really good flow.
This is like one of the best flowing tracks in the world.
Really.
Yeah.
It's just one of the best tracks in general. So good.
Underrated.
Yeah.
Totally underrated because a lot of people haven't driven it.
Yeah.
Sign of high-speed understeering. A little bit in the carousel, it's just terrible. The rear end is terrible. You can't touch the throttle. It is, man.
You gotta change a 0.2 to a 0.3.
I did the shock changes. Even up through the S's, it feels like the rear...
It's not building any rear tire temperature.
It feels like it's floating around on the surface.
There's like no spring weight in the rear.
There's a lot of movement in the rear, especially the right-hander. Seems like the left rear like rolls over almost. The rear is super unstable. Coming. Bit down.
Oh shit, you know, a little change, and then you're like, okay, well I'm going to release brake and let it roll in, and then it does the same thing and it just squats down. But then you think, okay, now it's settled down, pick the power up, and it does it again, and you drive like this through the corner. It happened to me down in the laces, it happened to me in 9 as well.
So it's like maybe a broken shock or something?
Yeah, I mean, we just have to check all the basics and go from there.
Normally when you chuck a bunch of you added toe and nose in the car?
Yeah.
Normally I can feel it straight away.
Yeah.
And all I felt was I picked up more understeer. I mean, we don't feel terrible around other cars like down the straights, but it's just super sketch to drive. Like
I was like, did I forget how to drive? So weird, such a weird sensation.
All right, what session you?
Really positive.
Other than that, don't touch it.
Buckle up, Paul. It's going to be a long night. Careful.
Yeah, they're in place. I'm taking sway bars off. All right.
Alright, come on up. What do you
Take out.
want, camber?
Yeah, we're gonna do camber in the rears. We're gonna be.
We're adding or subtracting?
Gonna take out.
Take out.
What's the smallest camber step on the rear with the shims we got?
1 mil shim changes it by 0.2 tenths, so a half mil shim changes it by 0.1.
Add another 2/10 to both rears. Bring those shims to pit lane to change it back on pit lane if I need to.
It's just minor last minute changes.
Minor, yeah. So basically we didn't find anything that was completely out of whack to cause issues, so pretty much comes down to I had a bad starting setup. I have increased the camber and also increased the spring rates. The first couple of pit stops can be fine-tuning adjustments to get the balance we need for conditions, so I'm not too concerned about that. I just want to get the car drivable and get you guys some seat time.
All the dampers and shocks look
Yeah, I mean, they all look fine. I changed the rears to be safe. I didn't really see an issue with them. see what we have and keep working on it.
Glad to be back racing with you here in upstate New York, in the Finger Lakes region in 2021.
Canadian, pit this lap, pit now, driver change.
Changed quite a few things, so I'm just trying to figure out which one of those is the right one to pull back on a bit. Right now, with no changes, we're in the mix, you know, competitive, but to get up front, we need that little bit more.
Green flag, green flag. Car off on the outside of 1. Call through, good. Copy that, man. Doing a great job.
Ross and Roman just jammed it out, man. Roman just made a great pass on Alexis. We're now back in the top 3.
Checkered flag. P3, great drive, great point. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, good job, guys. Good job. Podium, nice.
Excellent job, everybody in the team as well. Awesome execution.
The Aston Martin Vantage GT3 Hunter Racing. Roman DeAngelis, Alaska, and Ian James, please.
At the end, it was a big fight really to try and get the podium, and so happy for all of the guys. They've worked really hard this weekend, and just really happy that we get to do it all over again next week. Cheers.
Cheers. Love chocolate milk.
Did you find up there? Hot enough for you?
It was actually really hot, but yeah, it was fun. It's always fun. The track's like one of the best tracks for sure. It's very sketchy, which is also fun. We were talking about how Road Atlanta's bad with traffic. Like I couldn't count on my fingers how many moments there was where there was like, I'm gonna get shunted off or I'm gonna crash. I'll slam this whole thing.
It's been a tough week, you know, not having been here with the car. You know, these guys, I think, secretly hate me, but they're loyal to me, and whatever I ask, whenever I ask, so far they're all happy to do it for me, and it's definitely not something that we can get results without that kind of team effort. So it's super important to the whole program to have a crew like that.
This one feels really good, actually. I think it was all-round 100% team success. You know, started 12th, right? Struggling with the car all the first day. We were nowhere. Worked on it. Big thinking, hard driving. Good stuff. Time for a beer and a rest. Everyone's earned it. Yeah, thanks.
3, 2, 1. Wow! Okay, gymnast. 3, 2, 1, jump.
To be honest, mate, I think Britney Spears is the best diva around.
Name one Britney Spears song.
What's it?
Yeah,
hit me, baby, one more time. Growing up,
is the biggest diva. Why? Because her hips don't lie. Shakira.
Sort of myth.
You have to know the song.
They do lie. Roman DeAngelis is the biggest Billy of all time.
Billy.
We should do it from another place though, right?
You want to?
Well, we made it to the top of the gorge. Mission accomplished. It's not all about the laundry.
Can I count you down? Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Raining again.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
If they call a wet session, we have to use wet tyres.
It's variable right now. They just called it variable.
They called it variable,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Then it's how
Yeah, so we can jack it up, wait, but once we leave, we're fixed. The times we're still 10 seconds off.
Right. Off a dry time.
Off their drying times, yeah.
On wet tyres though.
It's not that bad.
On wet tires.
That's quite close.
If the BMW leaves on wets, we just follow suit. Yeah?
And these guys and Lexus went on slicks.
Put the slicks on, guys.
New for this year. It's a new implemented by IMSA, where now we're going to do 2 qualifying sessions basically.
That's good work, man.
The first one is always set by the silver bronze driver, and that is actually for your starting position. And then the second driver then has to drive, and that is just for points. And the points are about 1/10 of the points for a race. So if it's 350 points for a win, it's 35 points for pole position. Over a season, it can add up to a race win basically if you qualify well all the way through. So they count.
Go ahead, start your car. Back up. Green flag.
To be honest, if it rains now, it may be good for us.
12 minutes remaining in Houston. 12 minutes. Copy, 12 minutes. track.
Red flag, Ross, red flag.
I'm jumping out, guys. Jumping out.
I copy. Be sure to shut the master off.
Lightning strike. Mandatory 30 minutes.
Hungry.
Roscoe, part of racing teams, Aston Martin Vantage in third position.
Green flag, green flag.
And finishing in the third spot, car number 23, the Heart of Racing Aston Martin. Give it up for Ross Gunn and Roman DeAngelis.
Well, you know, we've been in Watkins Glen 10 days now. We had the 6-hour last weekend. We've come here for the sprint race. Podium in both races. The crew were faultless. Roman and Ross did just an amazing job. So I'm buzzing right now. It's so happy to be part of this.
How does it feel to be at the helm of all this?
Well, you know, it takes many people to make this successful, right? You know, I'm glad I can do my part in it, and it just makes me proud. You know, this is what I've always wanted to do: get the opportunity to run my own team like this, and Gabe's given me the keys to do that. So I'm thankful, but I'm enjoying every moment of it.
Hi, Mom. I hope you're taking care of Enzo. It's my dog. I mean, 2 podiums, 2 third places, leading the points in the sprint championship. I got super comfortable. I got to drive in the wet a bit this weekend on slicks, so I got to throw the car around a bit. Had some fun myself. I love the rain, so just kind of praying that it rained today.
The first couple of days were not exactly, didn't go as planned. You know, we tried a setup that didn't quite work, but just coming here and the guys performing 2 races back to back at such a high level, pit stops, everything, every detail through the whole week was spot on by the guys.
You know, we're not making any mistakes as a team, which I think is key. We don't have the outright quickest car, but we're always there at the end picking up the good results, and that's what's important for a championship. So I'm really proud of the guys and the team.
I've never been to Lime Rock, so that's a new track for me, so it's gonna be pretty cool to go there.
Lime Rock is going to be a different animal. Lime Rock is just a race by itself, unpredictable, short track.
We're ready to go. You know, every weekend we seem to be right there in the fight, and I don't intend that to change.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome. What's a Billy?